Perfect timing. Welcome back as the plane overhead is flying out of Charleston Air Force Base. We are live for the latest edition of Consistently Inconsistent Sports. You know me, Colin Morris, joining me from Salt Lake City, Michael Kinslow.
What's up?
What's up? Denver Broncos, how's it going?
Dude, it's good. It's good.
All the way down where Mardi Gras is finished. He survived, people. He went, he came, he saw, he conquered. He survived Mardi Gras 2019. Leighton Markwood, how's it going, sir?
What's up, y'all? Another year, another battle, and like Colin said, another survival.
You're 2 for 2. You're 2 for 2, dude.
3 for 3, technically.
3 for 3.
Because I got down there in 17, like just in time to catch.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you're okay. So you're 3 for 3. You survived. So 2, like fully being in and aware of the experience. What's your take on being like? I described it to somebody because I was talking about you guys a lot when I was at Podfest because you guys are my boys, and I was trying to describe like you're down there in the middle of everything that's going on. What's it like being Mardi Gras adjacent?
I like to think of it as Cajun Christmas.
Okay.
And there's a lot more than one Santa Claus. Pretty much every single person on all 70 to 200 floats is equivalent to Santa Claus. Throwing beads, throwing chocolate, throwing candy, throwing toys, stuffed animals even. I mean, it really is. It's Cajun Christmas.
It sounds like a blast. Like, I mean, I've been to Biloxi, so I just imagine they turn that strip right there. How much does it extend out of that normal area?
Well, they keep it, the Biloxi Parade, they keep it in kind of a boxed area, but it still travels like 2.5 miles in distance.
That's impressive.
So
the Waffle House seems like a prime viewing location.
Oh, dude. And they're building a new Waffle House with a balcony.
Oh,
so
my
you
God.
can stand up there, grab some beans.
Let's go. Let's go.
But yeah, our stadium was at like the very end. So on Fat Tuesday, they have the Gulf Coast Carnival Association Parade, which is in Biloxi. So that's the last day of Mardi Gras and the last big parade. And it actually ends at our stadium. And the parade started at 1 o'clock, and the last float got to us at about 4:45.
Oh, dang.
It's a long parade.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. Michael, what's the latest in Salt Lake City? Like,
I went to an AAF game last weekend.
Oh, yes.
Hell yeah.
Break it down.
Yes, the Salt Lake Stallions versus the Orlando Apollos, baby. I got to see Steve Spurrier on the side, and I yelled at him that visors were cool. It was fantastic. No, it was a snowball for all things. The weatherman said it was going to be actually like nice out, and then it was like, nope, snowing today. So it was a very small crowd because of that. But the fans that were there were rowdy, and it was actually it was a blast. Like, you could get right down on the field because no one was there. Not on the field, but like right up next to the field. It was awesome. I would definitely go again, and I hope a bigger fan attendance makes a bigger difference, but just the fans that were there were fantastic.
Yeah, that was going to be my follow-up question. How many people do you think were out there?
I mean, like, on this specific case, it was a night game, and it was snowing. So there's probably like 2,000 people total. Like, very few. Like, lower bowl was not even anywhere near full.
Look, I mean, that's rivaling minor league baseball attendance, all right? So, I mean, like...
Yeah. But, like...
we average more than that, okay? But
okay, I'm okay.
But,
I'm
like,
just saying.
I didn't see the stats for the first home game, which was, like, two weeks prior to that. In terms of the attendance for the Stallions, but I'm assuming it was a lot higher than what it was. Because when I went to buy tickets, the entire lower bowl was sold out. Like, when I went to buy tickets, it was just like, I guess no one wanted to show up in the snow.
Well, let me let you in on a little trade secret.
All games are sold out.
No, that's actually not the trade secret. The trade secret is that on the ticketing system on the back end that the Stallions or whoever is actually controlling, they will basically contain a set number of seats based on what their goals are. So like if they didn't sell very well, they're not going to make it look like they didn't sell very well. They're going to not show those as available for sale to encourage people, because it kind of it gives you that like urgency, like, oh, I got to buy.
Yeah, like I got to get these.
They're running out. And then I bet you like an hour before the game started, they released hundreds of tickets.
Yeah. I didn't actually check. What was kind of funny is that the app that you actually got your tickets from, because they have their own app that you had to download to like get the ticket, it actually crashed. So all in all, I could have just walked in the stadium because they weren't actually checking when I went. So I paid, the $20 for a cheap seat ticket for nothing. I mean, it was $20. So it wasn't like the biggest deal, but like I totally could have just walked in because all they did was check bags because the app was down, so they couldn't actually verify tickets.
Where do they play?
They play at the University of Utah Stadium.
Oh, cool. The Utes, baby.
Yeah, dude, the Utes. So it's kind of funny. The Utes are all red, so the stadium's all red, and the Stallions are all blue. So it's like they didn't exactly change the paint scheme for the whole stadium, but they got banners and stuff up. It looked good. So,
all right, boys. Well, I was down in Orlando. I did this cool thing, Podfest, and I have to say, it was like going to Bonnaroo for content creators, like being around like all these different people that might not have like any of the same interests like whatsoever. Like I might have met like 7 out of the 500 people there were about sports. And it was just interesting to see that there were so many people there that just cared about podcasting. And it was cool to be like in that kind of space for an extended period and get to like mingle with those people on like for an entire weekend. I just thought that was super cool. And if any of them find their way to this video, I'd like to say thanks, because you guys were super welcoming to a kid that was just wandering around talking about his basketball and sports podcast that he does with his friends. So here we are. We're doing the thing. Let's get into it. Let's get into what had happened. Was we're going to wait to talk about the big news. But first, last night in Utah, Russell Westbrook decided fan just took it too far and started to get into a little shouting match with the fan. Ends up with Russ getting fined $25,000 and the fan getting permanent all.
Oh, you might cut out.
Lost you a little bit there, Colin.
We're back. Oh, yep. Okay, cool. So, basically, the fan is gone. The fan is never allowed back into Utah, into the Jazz Arena.
What about his wife? Is his wife allowed back?
I didn't get news on the wife. They was just like, but it seemed like the fan said some pretty disgusting things. It was like something involving getting on your knees, and you can fill in the room. You can fill in from there. And Russ just wasn't having it, and I don't think I would have either.
And Russ said that, and so did Patrick Patterson, like those exact same words. Did you guys see the courtside interview post game with the fan?
No.
He was so, dude. He basically said like me and Russ were just joking around. Like my wife was in her seat the whole time, didn't say a word. It was her first ever NBA game. Like I'm joking around with Russ about. He was icing his shoulder, or he was putting the heat pad on his shoulder, and I said like, yeah, you need to ice that. And then Russ was like, it's heat, bro. So then apparently that started the whole fight between them, according to the fan. He said he didn't say any curse words. He didn't say anything. He was like, we were just out there enjoying the game. I was joking around with Russ, and my wife had a terrible first NBA game experience.
Well, now it's our last NBA experience.
Yeah, right. Well, not his wife's. I mean, I guess she's good, right?
Yeah, I'm sure she really wants to go back now.
Look up that interview because that dude looks like a huge douchebag. He's wearing like a Jordan jumpsuit and some kind of flat brimmed hat, and he's got this big old beard. Like he just looks like a douchebag.
Well, we got a little update on the whole FBI investigation, which also involved Aunt Becky from Full House.
Did it really?
Yeah, she like paid 500 grand for her kids to get into USC. Plus, like all these other people and all these new coaches are now being involved. I just want, like, what do you guys think? Like, what's going to be the end result? Like, because this is now spreading not just from like, this is huge. Like, the FBI is not just going to stumble upon information and then not dive deeper into it.
I think worst case scenario, Josh Gordon gets 5 games.
Okay, that seems.
Do you see the Patriots tendered him today?
Yeah, they gave him like a second round or something?
No, first round.
That was a first round tender.
First round tender? Oh, man.
Round tender.
So it's if he's eligible to return for the full season, he's getting like 2.25 for this season. Actually, no, just over $2 million for this season.
But back to your question, Colin. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't know what you really do in this. I mean, I guess fines, maybe suspensions from the schools. I don't know. How do you really police it?
I mean, Sean Miller did you see the Sean Miller thing?
No.
He came out at that last game at Arizona, like he was saying, thanks for the memories. It's been an honor being your coach.
Wait, Sean Miller said that?
Yeah, it was like a whole thing. He was at half court. He had a mic at the end. Like, it was real.
Didn't he get burned last year for the same thing though, and like nothing happened?
Well, I mean, they kind of got burned, right? They kind of sucked. They got stuck with a bad pit. Like, they got stuck with a bad seed. That's about it, right?
But no, he got suspended a few games, and that was about it. But okay, so fill me in on this because I've been kind of out of the loop. I had a busy last week, and I just kind of I saw the Will Wade thing in LSU. So fill me in. What schools are involved in this? Wade is obviously gone from LSU. It sounds like he's going to get fired.
Okay.
What else? Give me the rest of the
follow-up. Stanford, USC, Georgetown among coaches in college admissions cheating scandal. Division I coaches from Georgetown, Stanford, Texas, UCLA, USC, Wake Forest, and Yale, University of Southern California, are among at least 50 people who have been federally indicted for their roles in a $25 million college admissions scandal. $25 million.
LSU wasn't on the headline?
No.
But the Will Wade news is like what broke first.
I think it's...
Is this separate?
Yes. So this is saying this is all over the place. This is bigger than basketball now. This is Georgetown tennis coach, Stanford sailing coach, Texas men's tennis coach, UCLA men's soccer coach, USC senior associate athletic director, and Yale women's soccer coach. Like, this isn't just basketball. This is all over the place.
Yeah, like that's smaller sports. I mean, that gets low down into like the totem pole in terms of like D5 or Power 5 schools like sports.
Among the notable names uncovered in the scandal are actress Lori Loughlin of Full House fame and Felicity Huffman, formerly of ABC's Desperate Housewife. Reports out of Boston indicate that Loughlin and her husband paid $500,000 to have their 2 daughters designated as USC crew recruits, even though they didn't row. Oh, okay. As crew recruits. Got it. Crew. They wrote crew. The sentence didn't make sense when I first said it. Is my right? There we go. That's better.
Yeah,
there we go.
That's good.
There we go. So I didn't get that they rode crew. I was like, oh. So they were faking kids as crew recruits and then selling them and then letting them into schools. Prosecutors revealed that fake athletic profiles were created for the students benefiting from the bribery scheme to enhance their chances of college admissions. Meanwhile, William Rick Singer, the alleged admissions consultant who NBC News said masterminded the operation through a for-profit college prep business out of California, allegedly received between $15,000 and $75,000 for having someone else take the SAT or ACT exams in place of the recruited athlete students.
Okay. Yeah, I saw this one. I guess I just figured it this was the Will Wade thing.
Okay, yeah, and then the Will Wade thing is, so Will Wade was caught on audio saying that he had, and this is Will Wade, the coach of LSU basketball, who has now been indefinitely suspended, saying that he had a huge package or offer for Powers. Is that his last name?
He's got an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah, like the point guard, and now he's not playing either. Duh. Like, come on. The guy
reminds me of what was it, Brian Bowen.
They're just all, I just don't feel bad for him at this point. Like, they're all just dumb gangsters. It's like gangsters who get caught by Batman. Like, yeah, you messed up and you got caught. Like, you left a clue somewhere, aka a phone. The FBI can get into your phone, you Nimrod. Come on.
They're listening in right now.
You dingus. Yeah, hello. Duh. It's so annoying. It's so stupid. I'm over it because it's the same story every time. Nothing's different. So what are you guys going to do about it? Are you going to fire these people? Or are you going to get rid of them? Like, are these kids is something actually going to happen? Because right now, Brian Bowen is training to go to the NBA. He's already entered his name into the NBA draft. He's training for the NBA Combine right now.
So what are you going to do?
Yeah, and he can personally screw over schools. And then he just gets to go play basketball. I have a fix for this.
Well, is it him? Like,
no, it's not him. No, it's not him. That's what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. It's the system. I'm saying the system allows this to take place. So what do? I'll make this point. I think I've made half of this point before, but I haven't. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Okay, so the lowest NBA salary, the minimal NBA salary for a player with 0 years of experience. So that qualifies as an unrestricted, undrafted free agent. And somebody undrafted, doesn't get drafted, doesn't go back to school. Your minimal salary, $848,000. Beautiful, right?
Yo, sign me up, coach.
You know what the average salary
I got zero experience.
The G League is $25,000. That's the average salary. If you made the average salary, or just the salary, a flat salary of $150,000 in the G League, I automatically see that as being a way more appealing option for players. And then my flip side to that, you rewrite the system. Because right now, the 1 year system is flawed. The 1 year college system is flawed. You give kids the opportunity to go straight to the G League or put their name in for the draft. The good ones will go high. You can make what you really need to do is you need to incorporate the NBA teams more into the G League, create ownership of these teams, and then you're creating a true farm system for these players. But then on that flip side, you don't forget about college. And if these players go to college, minimal, they go 2 years. And if they go for 2 years, they walk away with an associate's degree. So college at least was worth something. You walk away with an associate's degree in communications. I'm getting one right now in the time frame that they would definitely be able to complete one. Like, it's possible. So then make college somewhat appealing, and then make it so. And how much better would college basketball be if, like, guys? What's a good example of a guy that should have stuck around for one more year?
PJ Dozier.
PJ Dozier, right? If PJ Dozier went to college and had to stay for 2 more years, or had to stay for 1 more year, that would objectively be better, right? Like you feel like he would get more out of that, and you feel like USC would get more out of that. Mm-hmm. You get to build on these guys. But right now, it's just the one and done mentality creates this toxicity. It invites this toxic environment that we're living in. And I think there's definitely something we could do about it. And hopefully the NBA thinks so too, because they've offered to lower the draft age to 18. But I think the NBA should do something about that as well, because it also makes the draft harder. Because you're still going to have kids coming out of college. And then you're going to have kids coming out of high school. And it's going to be a totally different ballgame. And there's nowhere for these kids to just, besides AAU, to prove themselves. But Leighton, as the co-host of the Backdoor 3, what are your thoughts on this?
Dude,
Acclaimed basketball podcast, by the way.
I'm with you, man. Like, the G League needs to welcome in the quote-unquote one-and-done players that are in college basketball right now.
Hold on. Great stat before you go further. I heard this from Adam Silver this weekend. 45% of current NBA players have spent time in the G League. So I don't want to act like I'm throwing the G League under the bus and act like it hasn't done anything, because stars like Chris Middleton made the All-Star game this year, and he has been incredible, a star of the G League. So proof that it works. So I don't want to act like it's poo-pooing. I just want to say that there could be more to be done. But continue.
Yeah, Chaston Randall, who's now the Wizards' backup point guard.
Van Fleet.
Fred Van Fleet, yeah. Like, there's a bunch of role players in this league, or with Middleton, really good all-star players that came from the G League. But I think I think the athlete should always have a choice. So if they want to go one and done in college, let them do that. But if they want to go and start their career in the G League right after high school, I think they should be allowed to have that choice.
Quick bit of emergency breaking news. D Ford is going to get a 5-year, $87.5 million contract from the San Francisco 49ers once the trade goes through.
What's the trade?
Oh, sorry. He got traded too.
Wait a second. So the Chiefs have now cut Justin Houston and traded D Ford? How are they going to rush the passer?
They didn't have a defense to start with.
But at least they could rush the passer. Now they've lost their
Cameron
top 2 guys.
Wake is signing a 3-year, $23 million deal with the Titans.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude's like 40 years old.
Cameron Wake?
Yes.
Yeah, I always get him and Cameron Jordan mixed up. I get so mad at myself every time. Every time.
So which one is it?
It's Cameron Wake. Cameron Wake got it. I'm looking at Cameron Wake.
Cameron Wake is 37.
Did he even play in the league last year? I thought he went back to the CFL.
He was on the Dolphins last year.
So Josina Anderson is saying Josina Anderson gets all these takes. I don't know what she does, but she's in
the DM.
She gets text straight from the homies. Like, she is not afraid to just straight up hit a dude up and be like, "What's going on?" And I respect that grind. I respect that hustle. That's a hard hustle to live.
Wait, so
all she does.
Colin, what was the price tag on that 3 years for Cameron Wake?
$23 million.
Dude, he had 6 sacks last year. That's it. He had 36 tackles, 15 assisted tackles, and 6 sacks.
Well, the Titans defense did get shafted by that cupcake business, so they have a little bit of money to spend.
Ooh. They got a little...
I see that commercial all the time, and Bill Simmons even gets to quote it because they're sponsored by the Surface Pro, and he gets to just use it like, even Brian Arakpo knows the Surface Pro is a solid piece of equipment, and you're like, oh my God, really, dude?
Oh, man.
Okay.
Dude, that Cameron Wake news is blowing my mind. That's a lot of money to give a guy
37 is how old he is.
How much did he play last year? Let's get the snap counts on that guy.
Yeah, because he only had 36.
Chiquillo's re-signing with the Steelers.
Hold on, let me see. Pro Football Reference.
Chicolo is?
Chiquillo, yeah. Chiquillo. I think it's Chiquillo.
Yo, Cameron Wake
Definitely
started
2 Ls.
14 games last year. 14 games. He had 1 interception.
He only plays 16.
Yeah. But he had
a
30.
pick? Ooh.
He had 1 pick, 36 combined tackles, 21 solo tackles. He assisted in 15 tackles, and then he had 5 tackles for a loss and 6 sacks. That's not a fantastic line.
He is 37 years old.
And they just gave him 3 more years.
So he will be 40 at the end of the contract.
Yeah, and $30 million richer.
He could be 41.
Those numbers are pretty on par with what he did the last 2 years, but his pressures are down.
Okay. All right. Let's quit beating around the bush and let's get to what the fuck is really. All right. We're cursing on this show tonight. We're drinking. What the fuck is going on here, guys? What the fuck is happening to the AFC North?
Because the Browns are the best team in the world.
Why did I wake up this morning and suddenly the Browns are the best team in the AFC North? What? Can we take a moment of silence for the last decade of the AFC North?
The last decade.
Hold on.
Yo, I just read more news.
Oh no!
What?
It's not new news, but it's news I forgot about. The Browns signed Kareem Hunt, dude,
and Sheldon Richardson.
Like I forgot they signed Kareem Hunt a few months back.
And Colin, why don't you go ahead and break the big trade that happened about an hour and a half ago?
Okay, listen here, John Dorsey, you slick sweatshirt, shorts, and flip-flop wearing motherfucker. We heard you were sitting on some stuff, and it just so happened to be the greatest trade of all time for the Cleveland Browns. Are you kidding me? To create, honestly, the best skills player group in the entire league? And New York just willingly dig this? I'm sorry, New York Giants. What the fuck did we ever do to you in Baltimore? Or Cincinnati? Or Pittsburgh? Even Pittsburgh people don't mind Giants fans. They beat the Patriots. We have no quarrel with you.
It's cruel and unusual punishment. Is what it is.
Remember when OBJ single-handedly beat
by the way,
Ravens?
it's OBJ to the Browns for a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and Jabril Peppers, who was a first-round pick and a stud. And is a stud. And there's no way they didn't let Landon Collins go, knowing damn well that Jabril Peppers wasn't coming. Collusion. I'm calling collusion.
Well, they've been linked to the Browns have been linked to OBJ for like a week and a half.
Because him and Jarvis Landry have been playing footsie since they were 10 years old. They text every day. They literally, you know who you wake up and FaceTime like when you're getting ready, like with the homies? That's him. Like, what are we wearing tonight? They're coordinating outfits. They probably live together. They definitely practice together.
That's that Tiger wide receiver core right there.
You know, there's a higher probability that Jarvis Landry was practicing with Baker Mayfield than Eli was to call up OBJ and say, "Hey, man, want to work out?" I wonder who's more fun to go hang out with. Fucking Baker Mayfield to go practice with for the weekend? Or Eli. Yeah, and then OBJ's like, "Hey, Jarvis, what you doing?" "Oh, I'm just over here practicing with Baker. You want to come hang out?" Meanwhile, Baker's slinging bullets, and he's like, "Oh my God, this is so much fun. We could do this all the time. What if we were on the same team?"
Guys, breaking news. Producers in my ear. I've got a Russian bot producer in my ear. He informed me that the Browns have a current hole right now. They do not have a backup quarterback on the roster. I repeat, they do not have a backup
Jarvis
quarterback.
Landry is the backup quarterback, sir. Jarvis Landry is the backup quarterback.
No, sir.
He's
there
1 for 2.
Quarterback who is training in the Alliance of American Football for the Memphis, whatever their name is, named Zach Mettenberger. And he's going to Cleveland.
We got our first success story. It works. It works.
Dude, he's going to join his boys, Juice and OBJ.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that just clicked. It just clicked. We're getting the band back together. Who was the running back on that squad? Wasn't it Jeremy Hill? We're getting Jeremy Hill back on the squad. Let's go.
Guys, more breaking news. Les Miles in as offensive coordinator for the Cleveland Browns.
More at 11.
Oh, you unplugged.
Colin got so excited the mic came loose. Put it back in the hole, buddy. Stick it in.
Just do it.
No. Yep, there we go. All right, coming in hot. But literally, we woke up this morning. We didn't even wake up. We came home, and the sky shit pigs. The Browns are the best team in the AFC North. It's official.
Like what? Their skill positions are so Baker's at quarterback. You got Chubb, and you have Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt.
Your receiving core is Jarvis Landry, Brashad Perriman, and OBJ.
And they still have Duke Johnson at this moment.
And Duke Johnson! Convert the man to wide receiver now!
And we're not even talking about David Njoku, who's one of the most
Oh my God! Leighton, shut up! Shut up!
Somebody call Joe Thomas and tell him to get his back.
Who knew that the minute Joe Thomas decides it's time to leave, maybe he was the problem the whole time. Where's that article? I'm gonna write it tonight.
Joe Thomas, locker room cancer.
Actually, the cause for the Browns' demise. He was the linchpin, and he pulled it out, and then the house of cards actually built itself back together.
Well, guys, I don't have the factual evidence to back this up, but I firmly believe that Joe Thomas is the losingest football player in NFL history. I mean, I can't think of anyone else who would even rival like a 13-year career of like 3 wins a year.
They'd have to be on the Lions. Not even the Lions. The Lions were okay a few years with Stafford. It'd have to be the Jags or the Browns.
But the Browns, his entire career, I think they had a 1-10-win season, and the rest was losing seasons.
Yeah. No, you might be right on that.
So, locker room cancer, it's decided.
Simple as that.
This is insane. Like, imagine now in San Francisco, they have the opportunity to have D Ford and other Bosa. If they pick if they keep the second pick.
The thing is, like, the only way they'd get rid of the second and not take Bosa is if a super quarterback hungry team was just like, yo, we need the spot.
I feel like it's gotta not like. So what do the Giants look like now? Because I feel like the Giants are like, do the Giants hold out and wait for like? Do they have to though? Because now, what are you playing for this year? What if you don't? What if they don't like any? If they don't like any of the guys?
Yeah, and honestly, it's really only 2 guys in my opinion. I mean, like, do you really take
Tyler or Dwayne? It's right,
exactly. Like, do you really push up that high for Drew Lock? No, like Drew Lock. People keep saying he should go in the first. What, Drew Lock?
Oh my God! And then he turns into like this. I'm gonna be so. It's like second to if Matty Mock ended up being a good NFL quarterback, like almost that bad.
But it really is those 2 guys. I mean, it's Haskins and Murray. I mean, Drew Lock is a stretch if you really think he might turn into something, but like beyond those 3, what are you really jumping up for in the quarterbacks? I mean, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, and Colin, I think you're right. I think all sources seem to say that the Giants aren't a big fan of this quarterback class. So I think the move here is to take somebody in day 2, maybe a Will Grier or a who's the guy from Washington State with the mustache?
Oh, shit. What is his name?
It's a great name. Gardner Minshew. Like, take one of those guys, stick with Eli this year because you're stupid, and win 2 games and draft a QB in the first round next year. Draft Tua.
Okay. So this is all flipped around, Leighton. All right. I need to fill up this glass of wine. Michael, give us an unbiased take on what's happening to the Baltimore Ravens.
You guys got shafted, bro. I mean, like,
hey, started off with the first news of the offseason, which was our Lord and Savior joining your fine squad.
This is true.
Take it from there.
We have an elite quarterback on the Broncos now. after years of Trevor Siemian and Paxton Lynch, we finally have the elite dragon in Joe Flacco.
Elway finally did it.
He did it. He found his man. It just took a little while, but he found him just sitting on the bench in Baltimore behind a young man. And he's like, hey, Joe, I can help you out here if you want. But no, I mean, that one wasn't as surprising. I think that was kind of maybe not to Denver, but I mean, Joe leaving might not have been as surprising as some of the other stuff. I was surprised T-Sizzle left.
We really can't start talking about that.
And then,
let's stop you right there. So what I've read about Sizzle is that yesterday or 2 days ago, he informed Ravens brass that he was not going to re-sign, which brings up two ideas to my brain here. Either A, we lowballed him, or basically said like, Sizzle, we
lowballed him.
We did, but
we're lowballing scumbags. We've been lowballing scumbags for years.
Right. We have, and people have called us out on it. Like Ed Dixon is a guy.
Yes.
Haloti Nada is another.
Well aware for a 6th round pick. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Still refuses to come to Baltimore because of what we did to him. But
shafted him. We treated Lee Evans better after he dropped the ball in the fucking end zone.
We're like the same as the Pittsburgh Steelers in that we have a set way of payment structure. The only difference is we aren't like we
just have a slightly worse retention rate
that Pittsburgh is.
Yeah, we just have a slightly worse Super Bowl record than they do.
Right. Just slightly.
Just ever so.
But same amount of rings in the last 20 years.
So. Ow.
But yeah, so either we lowballed Suggs or we said, listen, Terrell, we're just, we don't really have a lot of room for you. Maybe you'll play 25% of the snaps, but that's it.
Look, and it's not like he's going to go to Arizona and they're going to go to the Super Bowl.
No, they're going to win like 4 games unless they draft Kyler and he's this fucking stud.
Even then, it's still a stretch. I mean, you'd have to have...
You need David Johnson to just revive, like
full strength.
Like take a sensu bean, like 5 sensu beans.
That's okay. Hold up here, 5.
Hey man, that feels like what he needs. All right, seems like a 5 sensu problem. You only need 1 though.
Yeah. But also, Arizona paid Suggs a 1-year deal worth about the same amount of money he's made the last 2 years combined. So
hence we lowballed him.
Is it lowballing? He's not worth $7 million.
No, I think he's worth like 2.5.
Yeah.
See, but that's what we've been brainwashed to be like, but he's worth 2.5, so I'm not gonna fucking pay him 8 because he wants 8.
We've been brainwashed because our new general manager is a Russian spy.
No, he's a Pittsburgh born with a Russian mother. He's got this weird mix where his mom's Russian. His dad met her at a strip club in Pittsburgh, and then they had this weird-looking Eric DaCosta guy. And now he's come to personally ruin our beloved franchise.
He's just been training under Ozzie Newsome for the last decade, 15 years, just taking notes.
Okay. I do have... He did let 1 Alabama player go. He let 1, all right? Now, here's the only thing. What if he just goes and gets all of the available people?
I feel like this is the weakest Alabama football team in years, though, like especially on the defense.
See, it just feels so natural to say it, but now it just, you're right. All right, screw it. Let's go get all the Clemson guys. He just flips it. He's like, all right, I see the good defense. We're flipping it. Now it's all the Clemson guys.
Dude, Wilkins is a monster.
He is. He's going to go like 25, and that's terrible.
It blows my mind how far he's going to go down.
For no reason.
Yeah.
But also, like the defensive line is like an area of strength for Baltimore, even if we lose Brent Urban, which it sounds like we probably will tomorrow.
We're just full of happiness.
But okay, here's the full list. So Ravens trade away Joe Flacco, franchise stalwart, 11 years, won Super Bowl, turned down 2 Pro Bowl invites, high haters. Then they lost Terrell Suggs, franchise leader in sacks, the current active player leader in sacks, and like the leader of the team, signs to Arizona. They cut Eric Weddle, who's like the play caller, the guy on defense, the best guy in the press. He is Baltimore, baby. Then they let C.J. Mosley, 5-year starter, 4-time Pro Bowl. Personally, I think he's good, but he's not great, and he didn't deserve to get overpaid like the Jets did. So I'm okay with that, but it's still a huge loss in the locker room. Then we lose our sack leader from last year, Zadarius Smith. He also got big time overpaid. And we lose John Brown today, Smoke Brown, who was a stud when Joe was throwing in the ball. He looked like he wasn't.
He did not look good, though, in the Lamar offense.
I don't think Lamar thought he was on the field. Maybe.
Yeah, like he was.
Maybe John was too small, too short for him. He couldn't see him. I don't know.
Whatever it wasn't working. I thought last year was supposed to be the rebuild year. You know, I feel like we kind of had that feeling, and then maybe the offseason like this was just extra. And now it all feels this might really suck.
Hey, I've got great news though.
You still can save a bunch of money on your car insurance by switching to Geico.
We're the front runner for a 28-year-old running back who goes by the name of Mark Ingram.
Listen, that's only if we don't sign Le'Veon Bell. We have a deal. I'm sure we have a deal in place with Ingram as soon as the Bell deal falls through.
So it's really Bell. Is he going to take the money in the Jets, or is he going to spurn Pittsburgh?
I think he wants to come. I think he wants to come have fun.
Dude, the only issue is we lost our biggest recruiter in Eric Weddle. Tony Jefferson and Marlon Humphrey.
I don't know, dude. I think Lamar is a pretty good recruiter for the younger guys.
Oh, well, but like our Twitter, like it was Weddle, Tony Jefferson, Marlon Humphrey.
Weddle is active as hell on Twitter.
That was our recruiting squad.
Humphrey's still there?
Marlon Humphrey.
He's still there.
Yeah, I'm saying that's what we lost.
That's what we got now.
So now TJ is our ringleader. Marlon and Matt Judon stepped up. He's our new, third in charge recruiter.
Marlon watches a lot of sports. He also drops some real knowledge. He called out all the kids who said, if you play football in the fall and you don't run spring, and if you run track in the spring, you ain't shit. I was like, oh, damn. That's some facts, though. That's probably some real facts.
His sister is also a world-class hurdler and track star.
Excuse me. Having some red wine. Whew. I don't know. All this is just real fishy to me. All this is just a little too fishy. Just don't know how I feel about it.
Let's just leave it at this. Listen in to Eric DeCosta's next press conference and be real keen about any Russian dialogue or anything you hear. Something's going on there.
Okay, Leighton, we're gonna play a game here. We're gonna play a little role play. All right, you're gonna be Eric DeCosta, and I'm gonna be your Russian contact. Okay. All right, hold on.
This attic.
Hello.
This attic.
Was this Mr. DeCosta?
Yes.
Would you like to control NFL team?
Yes.
Well, I have team for you. They've had same owner or same GM for 15 years, and he's done nothing for that team but bring defense on defense on defense over and over again. Would you like to troll fans and troll them forever with one of the greatest troll jobs of all time?
Does this man hurt Russian economy?
This man I have for you to complete your team. Name Le'Veon Bell. What he will do is inspire your fans because he is ally now and he was enemy before. So
Okay.
it will provide false hope for your fans in which they will be so hyped about their offense that you can literally spend $2 on your defense and they won't care at all because offense will be, quote, so dope.
Das. Okay. I got it. We release all defenders. My Russian accent sucks right now.
I thought you were doing like a Latin accent because his last name's Nakazi. You're like, see?
I know. I said
Okay.
see.
Okay.
I've got it.
Okay.
We're going to release all of our defenders from last year, the #1 ranked defense in the league. And with all of that cap money, we're going to spend it on Le'Veon Bell. We're going to pay him $80 million for one season.
Apparently, according to 24/7 Sports, Le'Veon Bell has until midnight to accept the Jets' offer. If Le'Veon signs with the Ravens, Leighton and I will go live at 2 a.m. Popping champagne. I will walk in saying, like Lil Wayne, y'all got that Andre champagne? And we will pop it.
But, like, here's the thing. I'd love to have Le'Veon Bell.
Just to spite. If I can't have the rest of my defense, you better damn well bet I want to spite the Pittsburgh Steelers and take their ex-favorite player. You damn well know I want that.
But what are we going to do? Are we just going to run the ball 100% of the time?
Fuck it. We were winning doing it. And we could find way more creative ways to do it with Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell would be a way more creative weapon than Alex Collins is. Because then, remember, we always talked about how it was predictable when they would switch out Alex Collins for Buck Allen or switch him out for Kenny D. When you switch him out, you knew what plays were coming. Like, they were predictable. Le'Veon, he does it all. He's the Swiss Army knife. So, it does throw, that is very appealing for, how Lamar wants to play.
You got to remember Alex Collins isn't on the team anymore.
That's what I'm saying. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
Last year, the offense got predictable because you knew if he was in, he was running it down the middle. He was never cutting it around the edge.
Yeah, dude.
Guys, I got breaking news.
All right.
From a Browns source.
Oh, the Browns scored?
The Cleveland Browns have just signed free safety Earl Thomas.
Are you serious?
It's an insider source.
What is happening?
Let me verify this.
I haven't gotten Scheffner or Rapp. Oh my God.
I'm letting him know we're recording right now. I need to verify the source.
We are recording. Pop him the link, baby. Pop him the link.
You see the video of Ian Rappaport like live on air getting an update?
I love it. I love when that happens. They're like, oh, cut.
Apparently, this source is from inside the Browns front office. It's official. Earl Thomas to the Cleveland Browns.
Jason Lockenfora tweeted 16 minutes ago.
Oh,
Did he?
Browns feeling good about the chance. He didn't confirm it. He just said Browns are feeling good about it.
I can't.
I'm not allowed to reveal the source.
It was totally Baker himself.
But it is a source that works on the sales staff of the Cleveland Browns front office.
Damn.
Are we breaking news right now?
We're literally breaking
Are we
news.
breaking
right
news?
now.
Is this happening? Sources close to Lane Markwood. Hold on, let me get on Twitter and confirm this.
I'm breaking news right now.
You're scooping.
Earl Thomas, a 2-year contract agreement with the Cleveland Browns. They are just waiting to cross the T's and dot the I's. It is a 2-year deal for the Cleveland Browns football team, who are now the favorites of the world.
Has agreed in principle to a 2-year deal with the Browns.
Are you tweeting that?
Absolutely.
That's hey, say sources a close to at me.
I did. I said, hey, you're getting tagged in this shit.
Let's go.
We're doing this right now, baby.
Let's go. We just broke news, baby. What's our viewers like?
1.
0.
Retweet this shit right now.
Yo, I showed y'all. Should I send this to Nate? Should I send this to Nate Burleson?
Oh my god. Send it to Nate. He's close with Brown sources. He used
Bro,
to play for
let me actually hit this. Let me see.
them.
I'm doing this right now. How do I word this? Like, how do I word this? How do I word this to Nate Burleson? Like,
Say, please confirm.
Nate, look, I respect you beyond belief. I'm recording a live YouTube show.
Hey, what's the name of our for the consistently inconsistent, what's the Twitter name?
Just do you can do me and you. Just do me and you. Just do mine, because mine is like has our YouTube channel is under, it's my name because it's connected to my Gmail.
What do we get if when this is confirmed tomorrow?
Probably nothing.
We need sponsors right now.
Next episode, sponsored by Corona Light. Utah strength, only 3.2.
Okay, wow. We just broke news. I'm living a high right now, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, Nate, look, I respect you beyond belief. I'm recording a live YouTube show, and I have a friend who works in the Browns ticketing office saying Earl Thomas is signing in Cleveland. Any word on if this is true, we'd love to run with this. Baby, we're already running on a crazy train. We are running it.
That's spectacular.
Let's go. We're breaking scoops live on Consistently Inconsistent Sports. Woo! Let me get a macho man.
Woo!
Okay. What's next?
Yeah. Browns Super Bowl favorites now?
Browns definitely AFC North favorites. I'm saying 3 seed.
Yo,
3 seed, 11 wins.
11 wins. Ooh. Now, what if they just crash and burn?
And we all say, well, it's the Browns, and we roll on with our lives like it were yesterday.
It's the Browns, and you just keep going.
What's our link? Link me, baby.
Here, I got you. You just looking for the YouTube link?
Yeah.
Bottom.
There you go. In the chat.
Oh, yeah. Breaking news. First reported on Consistently Inconsistent Sports. Bam, bam, bam.
All right. I'm going to have to just type this in. You guys think of
Wait,
something
I can.
cool.
Okay, let's. All right, Michael. Nick Foles. Whoa.
Dude, I am not on the Nick Foles bandwagon. I think he was way overpaid.
I'm on it. Let's fight.
All right, let's do it. All right.
Look, how much money were they paying? How much money were they paying Blake Bortles?
It was a lot of money.
Guess how much they're paying Nick Foles?
Is it actually less than they're paying?
Less than they were paying Blake Bortles. So literally no argument is valid. I feel like that is it.
I mean, like, when you compare those two, I had an argument with an Eagles fan that they wanted Nick Foles to start over Carson Wentz. And I was like, really? And my reasoning there is, like, if you look at them statistically wise, they're actually almost identical statistically wise, Carson Wentz and Nick Foles. The only real difference is Carson Wentz is still on a rookie contract. He's a lot younger, a lot more upside than Nick Foles. And the thing is, like, Nick Foles, you know what you're going to get. Right? Yeah. Carson Wentz still has stuff that he could learn, he could grow into. Nick Foles, like, you know,
Nick Foles is like getting a more athletic Joe Flacco the year after he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
In terms of where his mind is at, in terms of Nick Foles knows who he is as a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As weird and as superficial as that sounds.
In terms of his
development,
development,
Nick Foles at 29 knows who he is, and I don't feel like Carson Wentz has had a chance to even figure out who he is.
Yeah, so like that's why I argued, like, if I was going to build the Eagles franchise, I was going to stick with Carson Wentz. I mean, purely for the reason he could develop into a monster, like, or he could.
We saw it for over the first half 2 seasons ago. We saw an MVP. He would have
been the MVP that year. He would have been the MVP that year, easy.
You know, he missed what, 2 regular season games at the end of the year?
I think it was a little more than 2, but I mean, he totally would have been the MVP.
Max?
Yeah, 4 max. He totally would have been the MVP if that didn't happen.
Yeah,
Damn.
no.
I had 2 Twitter notifications, and I thought one of them was Nate Burleson, and I was very excited.
That's probably us.
Wait, so you slid into Nate's DMs?
I definitely just slid into Nate's DMs. I just slid in like fucking Apex Legends, baby. Who ready to ride a zip line? I am. Right into Nate's DMs.
Yo, I'm seeing Field Yates just tweeted a picture of Kevin Durant. My next chapter. It's a picture of him with a brown shirt on.
Oh,
here you go, Leighton.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
there it is, right there.
Oh, baby, the memes are back.
Hey, man, you know it's good when I can laugh about it because KD is so gone. In case you guys didn't know, you ready for some real insider trade? Who's the last person to uproot a business and move it to a city? LeBron James uprooted his family and business, moved them to Los Angeles. Kevin Durant just moved 35 productions to the concrete jungle of New York City.
Ooh.
I'm calling Nets, not Knicks.
Yeah, Nets.
Wouldn't that be something else, though? That was,
not
oh my
Knicks.
God, get out of my head.
Yeah, Nets, not Knicks.
Nets on the up and up, baby.
If Jim Dolan sells the Knicks, he's going to the Knicks. But if Jim Dolan is still the owner of the Knicks, no way.
Wait, did you see that Dolan was trying to like get in the news cycle today during NFL free agency in the Russell Westbrook news? He banned some New York Knicks fan for life because he told Dolan to sell the team.
Oh, yeah. That was it. Yeah. That was yesterday. So the fan comes down and yells, "Sell the team, Jim! Sell the team!" Kicked him out. He said, "Have fun watching the rest of the games from your couch," and then pieced him out with security. Boom.
Where it's cheaper and easier and sometimes better.
Exactly.
Especially if it's the Knicks basketball.
Exactly. Look, KD on the Nets would actually be pretty fun. I'd be okay with that. Brooklyn needs it.
Dude, then the East would be competitive again. Like
East is competitive right now.
Like you would have Milwaukee, Toronto, freaking Boston,
Philly,
Indiana, Philly. Like they'd all be at least, you know, on par with each other versus like two or three powerhouses.
Apparently the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, apparently the Magic, you know.
Also apparently who's the other team that's weirdly in there right now?
Detroit. They're kind
Detroit,
of
right?
running away
Detroit.
with the 6th seed or 7th seed right now.
Dude, this is honestly, I've never been more excited for the Eastern Conference playoffs. We'll switch into basketball. We'll ramble on some basketball. Sorry, NFL. We gave you like an hour.
We haven't even talked about Sir Big Chest.
Dude, I can't. Okay, all right. Sir Big Chest gets like 5 to 7 minutes, and he's maybe available. Still might be available.
What do you mean?
He's still on my fantasy team, motherfucker. I have 5 months to gripe with this.
He's got Mascara Boy throwing him the football now.
Dude, I know, but he's still AB. It's still AB.
No, that's what I'm saying. Keep him. Like, Derek Carr is fine.
I'm done with fantasy football. Somebody take my team. I'm selling it.
I'm selling actually, my team went through the roof with Mark Ingram gone. Kamara can actually take over now.
Oh, yeah. That's a big bump for you, actually.
Yeah, I mean, they signed Latavius Murray, but what is he going to do?
Imagine how much more deadly Nick Chubb is now.
Until Kareem Hunt gets off.
Okay. Did they ever actually suspend him for anything?
No, because the investigation's not over yet, so technically they can't suspend him for anything.
But he is on the commissioner's list.
Exempt list, right?
Exempt,
okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just started talking about AB and then said, fuck it. So AB got
not
traded.
AB anymore. He's Mr. Big Chest.
Mr. Big Chest got traded. Okay, Mr. Average Chest. Tell us all about it.
Mr. Big Chest screwed what was once a proud franchise in the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he told them, you're going to trade me right now, and it's going to be my glorified free agency. I'm going to pick where I go. They said
called pre-agency.
They said, screw you, Mr. Big Chest. We're sending you to Buffalo. He told Buffalo, I'm not going to show up. So Buffalo said, okay, we're out. Next thing you know, New England comes calling. Yeah, we'll give you a 3rd and a 4th for Mr. Big Chest. Pittsburgh says, fuck you. Fuck you, New England. We're not doing any fucking business with you. So, John Gruden, the most laughable man in football last year for what he did with Khalil Mack and Amari Cooper and just making that roster a shell of what it was when it was in the AFC Championship game 2 years ago?
I think they just made the divisional.
They made the divisional round.
But they were like the 1 seed. They had a first round bye.
They were popping. He rested the last 2 games of the season. That was what did them in.
But Gruden comes in and he says, tell you what, AB, we're going to give you $30 million guaranteed. We're going to extend your deal from just shy of $40 million to over $50 million. And you know what, Pittsburgh? We'll throw in a 3rd and a 5th. How do you guys feel about that?
Oh, what? A 3rd and a 5th?
Yeah, go ahead. Take this 3rd and the 5th. It's all right. Run with it, Pittsburgh. You'll be just fine.
You have how many first-round draft picks?
Yeah, sorry, they're not available.
Not even the lowest one?
Nope, not at all.
Are you sure?
Here's a 3rd and here's a 5th.
Who's the other team that called us?
New England?
Yeah, fuck those guys. Give me that 3rd and 5th round pick.
We're faxing it over right now.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to get a Broncos sling in there.
Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. You re-signed Emmanuel Sanders, you dingus.
Joe's got weapons, baby.
Joe. Let's go. Good thing I never got a Joe Flacco jersey now.
Hey, now.
I'd never go bad about it.
What happens if Flacco has like a 4,500-yard, 30-touchdown season?
Flacco is literally one wide receiver away from a Kurt Cardinals run.
Oh, baby.
I mean, like, what if he turns Cortland Sutton into, like, Megatron?
Shut
Dude, Joe is gonna thrive. Elway was watching last year. He saw when Joe was on the field when he was out wide. He got his stance going on. He's like, I'm gonna catch this football.
Meanwhile, John Elway is like flipping through Gary Kubiak playbooks in his brain. It's getting hard. Like, my, what's happening right now? Is this natural? Should this be happening?
Back, you're like, it's like, oh,
Gary, give me that playbook.
Elway's
like, 7-step drop, roll to the right. Oh,
yeah. I've got every play next season. Play action bootleg to the right.
The Y route. The Y route will slant. The X route will run a post, and the wide out will run a flank, and it will be beautiful, baby, every time.
Dude, he's getting so deep. He's probably like, do we even need a left tackle? Can I just have 2 right tackles? Like,
he's like, no, Joe loves tight ends. We're going to sign 5 of them. We're going to play 5 tight ends on the line. Everyone's going to go out for a route.
We're bringing Todd Heat back.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
This is amazing. What has happened to the NFL? Why is honestly, can we say that this NFL offseason was more entertaining than the entire NFL season?
Probably it was.
I feel like it always is. The past couple of years, it's been so entertaining. NBA, too.
Like, I never want to, wish ill will upon somebody or whatever, but as soon as Tom Brady gets out of here, the AFC is just going to be so much more fun. Like, the Chiefs, come on. The Texans are, one thing away. The
Texans
are
the Texans just lost, everybody.
They still have J.J. Watt, and they're definitely going to re-sign Clowney. They're not going to let Clowney walk.
Well,
did they tag Clowney?
Yeah, they tagged him.
Okay, so they tagged Clowney. So Clowney's at least there.
Next year.
Okay.
They also signed your boy Michael.
Yeah, I saw
Bradley Roby.
I know. We signed their safety though in oh shit, I'm forgetting the name.
No, Kareem. He's a corner. So you basically just swap.
No,
he's signed Kareem Jackson.
Kareem Jackson is 100%. He's 100% playing safety first. I guarantee it. Like, he might play nickel corner every now and then, but he's 100% playing free safety.
Oh, yeah, you lost Darian Stewart.
Darian Stewart. They didn't re-sign him just because his contract would have been too big. Yeah, that was the last remaining Gamecock, I think, on the Broncos. I'm trying to think if there's any other. Yeah, no, he was the only one. So,
we still have Hayden, hopefully. Maybe he can develop.
Dude, fuck that nerd.
Dude, I think the worst news I ever got from Hayden is when I was hanging out with Kevin Leemagodoy. And
it was those girls. And those girls really spooked me off of Hayden, dude. Like, they really put a bad taste in my mouth.
Dude, that one chick was like, yeah, I'm like a nursing grad student
at USC. He was sliding into my DMs, and I was like, what? No!
Dude, they were Snapchatting the whole night. He was sending nudes out, like, dude.
Nobody wants that, Garnet Thor.
He lives in Baltimore, and he's talking to this, 21-year-old girl in South Carolina.
And he's 26 now, right?
No, he's not that old. He's 24, 25.
No. Because he was 24 when he was at USC.
He's old for what was a rookie, but...
Okay, he was born in 93.
He's 25.
Right. He's 25. He's 25.
He should not be doing what he's doing. Well, that means he'll turn 26 this year. So shoot.
His birthday is August 24th, so yeah, he'll turn 26.
Nah.
Yeah,
that night really did put a bad taste in my mouth about him. And I was kind of sour on him, and then I was like, oh, of course, now the Ravens are gonna go fucking draft him, and I have to be excited about it.
Dude, he told her, thank God the season's over tomorrow.
Right, that's what it was. Oh, that was so shitty.
And that was when we were about to play the Browns with the season on the line.
And we barely won.
Thank God. Dude, that was the most...
I would have rather have lost.
Heart-wrenching game. No, you wouldn't have. We're in the playoffs, baby.
Now look at us. We're being robbed. We are literally being robbed.
All right. Well, if Eric DaCosta isn't a Russian spy, then he's got something up his sleeve. Like, we're going to make a splash signing here.
Like, this has to be the signing, right? Like, this has to be, hey, I got the low-key drop on, like, 6 dudes in the draft. They're going to flip this defense around. And, hey, we're just going to spend all this money on Le'Veon Bell.
We're going to spend on
Fine.
Bell.
If that's the plan, I'm running with it.
We're going to make a
no
trade.
No pun intended.
We're going to make a trade. But also, I think Chuck Clark and Deshaun Elliott, like, those are the 2 guys vying for Eric Weddle's spot right now. Like, they're pretty good. I think we're okay with them. They're a lot faster than Weddle is.
Look, this is...
You guys still got Carr, right?
Yeah, we took the team option on Brandon Carr, so he's still – and we still have Jimmy Smith, who I thought – of all of the guys that we've cut, I thought Jimmy Smith would be a prime candidate, and we still have him. So we're okay.
All right, if I gave you $1 million 3 years ago, and if I told you that by the end of the decade, the Browns would be the most appealing team to put on Sunday Night Football, what would you say?
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly, and now look at it. What team do you want on Sunday Night Football? I'm embarrassed to put the current Ravens on Sunday Night Football.
Are you kidding? That will be
embarrassing.
Well, it'll be the shortest. It'll be a 2-hour football game.
Bam.
The Ravens are going to run for 200 yards,
Boom.
And it'll be 17-13 final score.
Bingo. Ravens lose. Let's go, Ravens. To quote the Raven, never win a more.
Dude, all of my friends are so down on the Ravens now. It's disheartening. This never happens.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Somebody broke some news in our group chat earlier. Hold on. Sources confirm.
We got more breaking news.
Ravens do in fact suck. That is confirmed by Colin Morris earlier today. That is a confirmed fact that the Ravens do in fact suck.
Yo, you know who's a free agent that you guys could fill that safety spot with? Some
Ed Reed?
Some guy named HaHa Clinton Dix.
Get the fuck out of here. Get him out of here. Don't talk to me like that. I don't want anybody that's ever touched a Packers defense ever.
I'm just saying, the best available
they ruin
right now
people.
Is probably him.
When have you ever heard of somebody leaving the Packers and being successful in defense? Never. Am I missing somebody?
No, I'm thinking.
Okay, I don't think I'm missing. I don't think I'm missing anybody.
I'm coming up blank on everything I'm thinking of.
Hey, while we're on the Packers front, are they gonna cut Clay Matthews? Because they got Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith. Like, they got their 2 pass rushers now.
Hey, Clay Matthews, come bring those gorgeous locks and share some conditioner with Hayden Hurst.
Yo, you don't need him. He gets way too many roughing the passer calls, man. All I'm saying.
True. That's a fact. I was having great conversations with dudes at Podfest all week about how, like, I was kind of sucking the basketball dick pretty hard, like say how basketball is more appealing in 2019 than football is. But that's true. It's just true that in terms of, like, if you were a person who had never watched sports before, I feel like basketball in 2019 would be a more entertaining first watch than football, because all the flags and all the stopping and everything that we have now, you'd be like, what's going on? You have to, so many questions would come up, like, what's going on? What's going on? Why are they stopping? Why aren't they playing? Basketball is, just so fast paced. But it's true. All, like, the sport that we grew up watching is not the sport that we're sitting here talking about right now. And at some point, that's going to come around and bite football in the ass.
Guys, breaking news.
Get the beep.
The Ravens secondary is, as this podcast, consistently inconsistent.
Hey. Marlin. Can I get a Marlin?
Per Twitter, at Marlin. Tony Jefferson, what you finna do about Juice and OBJ? TJ, turn up. The fuck you mean, LOL? We don't turn down shit.
Yes! Let's go!
1 second later, courtesy of Marlon Humphrey, we get rid of AB in the division just to bring in OBJ. LOL, we can't catch a break.
This is so dope. I just turned into, like, this random ass.
per source, from Marlon Humphrey, per source, make sure to listen to Le'Veon album tonight. He telling the whole world he is going to be a Raven. That's what I said. I said that earlier.
No, yes, you're right. He's going to announce his decision with this,
and it's
with
going to
this new
be
song.
So I make my decision, and I quote the Raven, nevermore.
Boom.
Boom.
Do you say where he's releasing it? Like, you guys on a website he's dropping it on, or?
Let's see.
Yo, while you searching
He
for
didn't give me the sack. Told him I'd be back with L. Jack. Gonna make sure their eyes purple and black.
He just tweeted midnight # life's a gamble.
Bro, this is. Can we? Oh my God, guys! Break. Take a little nap. Come back. Midnight. Live album listen. Last track of the last song. He's gonna announce where he's going. I definitely said this earlier though, didn't I?
Wait, so it's a full album?
It's a full album.
It is. So that's what he did all of last year while sitting out. Not bad.
Right? Not bad. At least it was productive.
But what if it's garbage?
I don't care.
It is garbage. He's a terrible rapper.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's his rap name?
Le'Veon Bell.
Lil Bell. I don't know.
No, it literally just says Le'Veon Bell, life's a gamble.
Wow. Here's a little taste.
Is that on Spotify? Jeez.
This one is so full of pain, so I gotta get what I need. She giving me
His voice is just so bad. It's so bad.
Here's a fast break and a hot take as I run away from that album.
Yeah, I would say let's just.
That's like Monday at Bonnaroo quality, and there is no Monday at Bonnaroo.
Colin, we also have sad breaking news. Le'Veon Bell adjusted his Twitter page to now go green when it used to be black. Is that a New York Football Jets hint?
Is that
is a half a second of green? Are you kidding? Get the fuck out of here, Layton. What do you mean? That could have just been the backdrop of the new picture he posted.
No, go to his profile. You're all of the elements are green.
All the buttons are green.
They used to be black. Go on your desktop. Get out of night mode. That's probably the issue.
Well, night mode's for normal people.
I know it is, but get out of it and you'll see all the green.
You'll see the truth, Colin.
The green will be revealed.
You'll see the world in the true light. You can't hide in the shadows anymore.
I don't see anything green.
Yo, all I'm saying is the hottest free agent right now is Steven Gostowski.
Dude, how did he not get franchise tag?
They didn't. They said they're not going to tag him.
Wow.
Yo, quick trivia question for you. It's kind of a yes or no answer. If I told you Dan Bailey was younger than Steven Gostowski, would you say yes or no?
I would say he is not younger.
I would say he is younger.
He is younger by 4 years.
Oh wait, I missed. So
Dan
Bailey is younger. Yes, that's. Yeah. I got lost in translation.
Okay. All right. Who is older, Phil Dawson or Matt Bryant?
I'm going. That's a tough.
I'll give you a hint. It's a 1 year difference. It's really close.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going Phil Dawson here.
You'd be right. He's 44. Matt Bryant's 43.
And they're both still kicking?
Yeah, dude. All right, so on the list of these are free agent kickers I'm looking at. Adam Vinatieri re-signed already. He's 46. Matt Bryant is 43. Then you got Phil Dawson at 44 and Seabass, the Polish Cannon, at 41.
Whew. How old is Gostowski? He's got to be like 35.
He's 35, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right on it.
Kickers, man.
Robbie Gould is 36.
And Justin Tucker.
Okay, boys. USA Today. No, Le'Veon Bell's Twitter profile isn't a hint that he's going to the Jets.
You had to go and look it up.
No, all I literally typed into Google was Le'Veon Bell. I was just looking for the dude's Twitter account. And it's the first story. It's literally the first story. Google, get the fuck out of my microphone. First of all, Google, get out. This understandable. Here we go. I'll read the article. I'll read it as John Mulaney. Here we go. This understandably had NFL fans looking for clues. Any clues about where the former Steelers running back will end up. That brought us to this ultimate stretch. Some users noticed that Bell's Twitter profile had a green color setting. Green! As in the primary color of the New York Jets. It must have been a sign. But no, his Twitter profile has nothing to do with his decision. It's not a hint about the Jets. While it was a condemnable effort at detective work from NFL Twitter, Bell's Twitter profile has been green for nearly a year. Nearly a year. Collusion.
Hey, just get ready when it turns purple, baby.
Boom, shakalaka, let's go, Ravens flock. Caw-caw, caw-caw.
Le'Veon Bell is going to get 600 carries next year. He's going to run for 3,000 yards because we are going to pass the ball 2 times a game.
We are going to wait.
It's going to be a dump off screen to Le'Veon Bell.
It's going to be 1 year of the Clemson forward running passes.
Oh yes, the shovel,
and then the NFL is going to change that to where that's not going to be a pass.
Yeah, this is now a running play.
Yeah, we'll get 1 year of that. So I found his Twitter. The album drops in an hour and 35 minutes. This may be the most dissected album of 2019. Like, all he has to say is anything related to the late, great Edgar Allan Poe. And it's on, like, fucking Donkey Kong. There's no way that this wasn't planned, right? There's no way. The league year starts tomorrow. Today's Tuesday. Growing up, my dad always went to the music store on Tuesdays, and now we look at Spotify on Fridays. Who the fuck releases an album on a Wednesday night or a Wednesday morning?
The night of free agency
is a new age.
Wait, Colin, who's your source on that Bell needs to tell the Jets by midnight tonight?
24/7 Sports.
Excellent.
Slightly-ish reliable.
I can
guess when the album comes out.
The black and purple.
What if he sends them the album at 11:45 and says, "Figure it out for yourself, fuckers." or it's like or he just sends it out and is like, first team to figure it out wins. It's a race.
Did you also scroll down Le'Veon's Twitter maybe 14 hours ago and see that KGB, the former Packers defensive end, I'm pretty sure that's Gaba Bilamila, whatever the hell his name is pronounced. Am I allowed to tell people yet? Happy for you, bro.
Yeah. That guy.
Yeah. Oh, TJ was the first response too.
So I mean, how does he know? Like he's just he's the host of American Ninja Warrior. So what the fuck does this guy know about him?
But that's former Packers pass rushing stud, KGB.
Oh, okay. But what the fuck does he know?
I guess he's buddy with him. I don't know.
This is so scary. We've never been in the running for this high of a free agent before. Right? Like,
which makes me feel like it could be a terrible mistake.
Yeah, like your whole Jets versus Jets thing is just like, fuck. Like, I don't want it to be like in the album with Jets, Jets, and we just look like idiots. He just goes full idiot.
Oh, fake news, guys. I gave you some fake news. Akbar, whatever the hell, can't pronounce his name. He's the younger brother of Green Bay Packers legend KG.
Okay, so he's just like a badass in his own right and is the host of American Ninja Warrior.
He did play 4 seasons in the NFL with the Raiders, Chargers, Dolphins.
He did, not his brother.
Well, his brother was a longtime Packer stud.
12 hours. This is insanity. This is fun. Like, can I work at ESPN just for tonight? Like, I don't really want to ever work for ESPN. No offense to ESPN. I don't really ever want to work for you. But
It's kind of a dying breed.
it is, right? We are the future.
I mean, we broke news.
We just broke news on YouTube, bitches. Fuck the haters. When Earl Thomas, I'll timestamp this shit. That was at like 9:40 Eastern Standard Time on the 12th of March on the 2019 year of some people's Lord.
Yeah, he's going to sign tomorrow at like 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And we were the first to break it.
Boom. Fact. That's a fact.
Hey, tweet that again and say, tag Rap Sheet, tag Schefter, say must credit us.
Well, dude, you know the PMT.
Oh, yeah, your mic went out again.
Oh, yeah. No, tag those boys too. Say, hey, Big J's must credit us first.
Okay, who am I tag? All right, I'm retweeting my tweet.
Or just quote tweet it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna quote, retweet with comment.
Ian Rappaport, Schefter, Big Cat, PFT. Is there anybody else we need to throw in there?
No, don't put anybody like Locking For on there. He's not a real reporter.
Mike Garofalo, he's been breaking some news.
Oh, shit. The Citadel just got a 2-run triple to center. Carolina's only up 1 in the bottom of the 8th.
What are we ranked right now?
I think we are top 25. I don't know the actual ranking, though.
I know we got into the rankings last week.
Yeah, once we beat Clemson, we got ranked. Hold on, I'm trying to find. No, give me the top 25. There we go. So, D1 baseball. Oh, that's pretty old. Is this the old one? Yeah, that's the old one. Where's the new one?
13-3, baby.
Okay, as of March 4th is the most current I could find. We were 24. So at the beginning of last week, we were 24. So,
Guess that makes sense because Clemson was 23rd when we won
and
that.
we knocked them out, yeah.
We haven't really played anyone else, so.
No, we played like Valespero or whatever.
Oof. We play Georgia 3-game starting Friday for a 3-game series.
Is it in Athens or here?
It's at Founders Park, and they are 8th in the country.
Yeah. Oof.
I said we have dibs on breaking this scoop. Try to give the little guy some credit here. Hashtag NFL Twitter. Hashtag we have sources too.
Yeah, the SEC is 5 teams in the top 10 of baseball right now.
Boom! And Clemson whooped North Carolina this weekend, and they were number 2 team in the country. They dropped like 16-2 on them on Saturday.
Damn.
Hey, the best part, too, about this news drop is that if we're wrong, nobody's going to know.
But if we're right... that is literally the fucking jet screen, though. That's very annoying. I'm on his page now.
Hey, man, we only have, what, 2.5 hours?
Hour and a half.
An hour and a half?
Hour and a half.
I get confused. I forget I'm in Central Time sometimes.
Yeah. Well,
Do we want to save MLB for next week?
Yeah, I mean, we still have another week of spring training, so. And there's still plenty of free agents on the board, except for my boy Adam Jones. Thank you from all my heart. You're a Baltimore Orioles and City of Baltimore legend. Thank you for everything. Wish you and your family the best in Arizona.
At the same time, fuck the Baltimore Orioles for screwing over the Baltimore Ravens in 2013 and making us play our opening game after winning the Super Bowl in Denver.
That was pretty fucked up, but we also only won 5 games that year, so.
Could have won 6, Leighton. Could have won 6.
I don't know, man. 7 touchdowns is 7 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's 7 touchdowns
Jesus.
in fucking Denver and not the home stadium of the reigning Super Bowl champions on opening night. Don't, Michael, I will come over to Mormonville. I will come over there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I see you lean back, perched over. Yeah, that's right. Sit up. Hut. Okay. I think that'll do it. We've run our course. This was crazy. We broke some live news. Hopefully this is real. If it's not real, who gives a shit? If it is, you'll see us on Sports Center in the morning. Da-da-da. Leighton, where can the people find you?
It's pretty easy, it's pretty breezy, and it's pretty beautiful. Cover girl at Leighton Markwood, LaytonMarkwood.
Michael Kinslow. It's not your name. Where is it?
It is something food related. It's at Chunky Taco. Or you can just find me somewhere in the Wasatch Front Mountains roaming around.
And I am Colin Morris at _C Morris. You can find a fresh episode of Fast Breaks and Hot Takes on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube on this channel. Check it out. It's pretty dope. I worked hard on that. Give it a shot. Make sure you like this page. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment. Make sure you talk to us. Make sure you tag us and stuff. If you want to talk about sports, let's talk about sports. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Let's get into it. Hold on. We got Twitter.
That was me.
God damn it, Michael. God damn it.
Dude, I'm trying to pump you numbers up. I'm giving you the love.
God. Can't win. All right. We're getting out of here. That'll do it for this episode of Consistently Inconsistent Sports. We are saying deuces. Was that you guys again, or was that something else?
That was me. That was me.
That was you? All right. I can't. You guys are like children. All right. We're getting out of here. This is a shit show. Good night, Internet.
Good night, world.
Game over. Shot clock. 3, 2, 1.